Hey everybody, welcome to Did You Hear About This? I'm Bill.
I'm Scott.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
I'm not shot out of a cannon like I was last time. Oh my God, I listened back to that edit. I was like, shut this guy up.
Yeah, would you use like pre-workout energy drink or something?
You know what? I drank a Celsius.
Celsius, yeah.
They're not like the Red Bull energy type of drinks, but they're energy drinks. I don't know how they're different, but they're different than those dangerous energy drinks. So yeah, I'm told.
But you chased it with a whiskey, so didn't they counteract?
That whiskey hit pretty fast last week.
So it counteracted in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
The whiskey just went along for the ride.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, I listened back. I was like, shut this guy the fuck up. And I'm like, oh, wait, that's me.
It made editing fun.
Oh, did it?
You were all over the place.
I don't feel that way today. So,
well, it was fun. It was fun.
I was thinking about making this episode a do-over of last week. In fact, I have another trivia game for this episode.
All right. I did some research into some of the topics that I got wrong last week. Oh. I'll talk about a little bit of some of that later.
Okay. All right. We got an agenda.
Yeah, kind of. We'll pull this out of our ass like we always do.
Like we always do. Been watching anything good?
No, I've just been watching some playoff hockey still. Even though the Flyers got knocked out, I'm still... Every team I've rooted for just keeps getting knocked out. So if you're a betting person, just bet on the Avalanche and the Golden Knights.
There you go.
Because that's who I don't want to win. And my track record hasn't been good so far lately.
So that's who will win.
That's who will win,
yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's go get that DraftKings that DraftKings app up.
Get your Kalshi going. Is that what that thing's called?
Kalshi.
You can bet on anything.
Oh, I don't know.
Or like Polymart.
Polymart. No, I don't know any of these things.
That's when you can like gamble on what words the president's going to say in his next speech and shit like that.
No, I've never heard of this.
Really?
You can gamble on all that kind of...
I thought you would be like all over this.
No.
Oh, we'll look into this after the show.
They're like prop bets.
Yeah, they're all prop bets, and people are making all kinds of money. And a lot of people suspect that it's internal trading, basically.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Some guy made like $522,000 on words Donald Trump's going to say in his next speech.
And you think he knows Donald, and Donald said, this is what I'm going to...
Could be Don Jr.?
The script writer, or...
It was like MAGA My Man 2010 or something was the name of the user.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And it was like low life. You like put like $20. He was going to say low life or low IQ.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he said them. They were just sitting there like watching like take off one by one.
What are the odds on him saying China?
China?
China.
I don't know.
China.
I don't know. Tariff was one.
Tariff. That's an easy one.
Actually, tariff didn't get said.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that they're gambling on anything on this app.
Yeah, you can bet on whether GTA 5 is going to come out on time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll bet on that. I don't think it's gonna.
You can gamble on anything on this site. Both of them, Polymart or Kalshi. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I learned something today.
Folks, this might be the last episode. Bill's going to become a horrible degenerate
gambler. Yeah. Could you gamble on dead celebrities?
Oh, or who's going to die next?
Well, we have a dead celebrity to talk about.
I know, this one hurts.
Do you know his name? I only know his name from the movie he was in, Revenge of the Nerds. He played Ogre. But what's his actual name?
Something... Is it Gelb? Or...
Gibb. Donald Gibb.
Donald Gibb.
Died at 71 years old.
I'm surprised he was 71.
You thought he was older?
No, I didn't. I thought he was younger.
Oh, I thought he was older.
Really?
Yeah. Nerds! He was awesome in that movie.
So good. I remember when they tried to have him like ride in the keg like a bucking bronco. And like they're trying to move it. He's just sitting there just drinking out of a trophy.
Yeah. Right.
And he won the belching contest.
Yep, the belching.
He lost to Booger.
That's right. Booger was outstanding.
He was fantastic.
How do you think they recorded that belch? Is it just like a bunch of belches all tied, sewn together?
I want to believe that he could actually do that.
No way. That's inhuman. It's so funny.
It was just a sound synthesizer.
Yeah.
It's like a MIDI.
Yeah, it's a MIDI belch. MIDI belch patch. For all my MIDI friends out there. He was also in Bloodsport.
Yeah, I forgot about that till I started reading his IMDb.
Bloodsport was awesome. He was killer in that movie. He
Yeah.
played one of the fighters. And he had a certain kind of punch. He would hold the head and punch.
I remember that.
And I was like, that's cool. That's a tough guy right there.
I remember that. And Amy was saying he was in some football movie. First and 10?
I think it might be a show. It might be a movie. I don't know.
know.
Yeah, he was called Dr. Death.
Yeah, so she was saying that meant nothing to me.
Me neither. She's like, oh, Dr. Death died. And I'm like, Kevorkian? Like,
That's what I
I
guessed.
think he's already dead. She was all excited about telling me that Dr. Death died, and I had no idea who that was.
Yeah, that's a shame, man. Well, R.I.P. Ogre.
R.I.P. Ogre.
Who'd have thought that Lewis would have went first?
Yeah, I know. So that's 2 that we've lost from that movie
Yeah,
in a year.
within the past 3 months. Yeah.
What a bummer. Getting old sucks.
I know.
I think I say that every time, every show.
It's not getting any easier, Bill.
No, it's not. God.
What else is going on besides the death of childhood icons?
I've been watching a lot of TV lately.
I can't say childhood icons. That character was like a throwaway role in an ensemble movie.
Oh, we loved him as
He
kids.
was so good, though. I know.
He's a big deal.
So that was like, I was talking about this at work today. That was one of probably the first movie that I watched. And as I'm watching it, I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be watching this. I guess the first time I remember having that thought, like, oh, this probably isn't okay.
Yeah, I remember watching it late night, like 2 a.m. I would sneak down and watch it on cable. And I was such a perv. I would record these things on videotape, but I would wait for the nude scenes, and I would just record the nude scenes. I don't know why I would do that.
You had lots of nude scenes recorded in Revenge of the Nerds.
There was a few. Yeah, there was plenty of nudity in that.
There was the camera hidden in the sorority house.
Right.
There was...
If they remade this movie now, there's no way they're putting that scene in it.
No, there was Darth Vader on the moonwalk.
I don't remember that.
That was when Lewis went in wearing the Darth Vader mask and she thought he was Stan. He raped her. You remember this?
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You might have to watch this
I might have to
again.
go back and watch this. It's been years. It's been fucking years.
There was the bottom of the pie tins.
I'm more familiar, or my memory is more familiar with the Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise.
Nerds in Paradise.
For some reason, I remember that one better.
The only thing I remember about that is like the disgusting swimming pool at the hotel they stayed in and the old Chinese man that ran it.
Don't you remember the musical number, the rap?
That was the end of part 1 that I remember.
Maybe I'm mixing them up. All right, I'm due to go back and watch these.
Yeah, you got to watch this. That was
Shit.
at the homecoming dance.
How many were there? There were a total of 4.
Well, there was...
If you count the TV movie.
I think it was more than that.
Really? According to Google, there are 4 movies. 4 movies in the Revenge of the Nerds franchise. Revenge of the Nerds, 1984. Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise, 1987. Revenge of the Nerds 3, The Next Generation.
Yeah.
Is that what that was called?
Yeah.
There's no Picard in that.
No, I mean, Revenge of the Nerds 3 was when Lewis came back as a dean of students or professor. Like, both him and Stan worked at the college.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That was a made-for-TV movie. And that was 1992. And then Revenge of the Nerds 4, Nerds in Love, which was 1994, another TV movie.
Ah, man. They should have stopped while they were ahead.
Wonder how they ended up going to the TV movie format.
I don't know. Because you figure the subject matter was not something that was appropriate at all for television.
No, they must have watered it down.
Yeah.
I remember seeing them, but I don't remember them. Yeah, I don't remember them.
There's a reason we're not talking about those two.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, what are you watching?
Oh, man, I've been watching, I watched the new Punisher thing.
Oh, I meant to watch. I forgot all about it.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not long.
That's what she said.
I think it's maybe about 40, 50 minutes long.
I asked a friend at work if I should watch it. And he says, well, do you like Frank Castle killing people? I said, yeah, that's kind of the whole shtick, right? He was like, then you'll like this.
Yeah, dude, it's one of the most violent things I've ever seen. Remember when RoboCop came out and everyone was like, that's ultra violent? This is like 10x RoboCop.
That's crazy. Now they're going to roll that same Punisher into the new Spider-Man movie?
Yeah, he doesn't fit.
It don't fit at all.
I just killed 3,000 people, and now, hey, how you doing, Spider-Man? Like, now we're in a family-friendly film. It just, the tones don't match.
I have a killer van, and you're going to web my mouth shut.
And my problem with this show is the same problem I have with Daredevil. Spider-Man's swinging around there somewhere. He never checks in. He's never like, hey, there's some trouble over here. I ought to go check it. He's always not there.
Yeah, Spider-Man should just do his own thing.
Yeah.
I don't like, no. I mean, I feel like there shouldn't be crossover.
I mean, there's riots in the streets and there's no Spider-Man. You know? Doctor Strange isn't sticking his nose and try to help out.
So is your concern that Spider-Man's not there, or just the overall glaringness that it's a huge plot hole that Spider-Man would be there in real life, and you don't know where he's at?
Right, he's not there. What's he doing?
I don't know.
This is his job.
Maybe he's in Washington, D.C. trying to fix the Washington Monument. We don't know where this falls in the timeline.
Yeah, I guess that's right, but it's always been a problem with these shows. It's like you film something in New York. I want to see the rest of the New York superheroes show up and be like, hey, we're here to help.
Yeah, he's off doing fucking mathletes in Paris. Or science club, I guess it was. I forget.
I mean, if this whole show took place in L.A., I understand why there's no superheroes. I don't think there's any L.A. superheroes, you know?
They can fly anywhere they need to.
Some of them can. It's a lot of swinging if you're Spider-Man trying to get to L.A.
I just think you want to see Spider-Man.
I just want to see Spider-Man in everything.
I know.
But yeah, I definitely liked it. I liked it. It had a little bit of a slow start. And I was like, where are we going with this? And then you're just like, holy shit, this is intense. And then they're like, it's over. And you're like, that was just enough. That was a perfect meal of Marvel.
Well, how close is it to the Netflix Punisher that we've already seen?
It's really not the same at all.
No.
I would say the Daredevil stuff feels like the Netflix show. This doesn't even feel like the Daredevil stuff.
So this wasn't an origin story?
I don't want to give too much away, but no.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
It's a one-shot. It's a little self-contained story. I guess it's supposed to bridge the end of Daredevil with whatever he's going to be doing in Spider-Man.
Can you say who the villain is?
It would be ruining it.
Okay, then
a
don't.
little.
Then don't.
If you remembered if you know the Frank Castle storyline, you'll like the villain.
Okay.
If you never watched any of the Punisher stuff before, you're going to go, okay, who is that? I don't really know who that is.
Okay.
So
Good
there's
enough.
a little bit of a tie back.
Good enough. All right. All right.
But I recommend that. Check that one out. But holy shit, is that fun? And I'm watching this on Disney Plus.
That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
I was surprised how much swearing there was, and just, I mean, that one cop shot the other cop's brains out. He blew his brains out in Daredevil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is Disney Plus.
This is Disney Plus. This is the channel kids go to watch their shit.
Shut the fuck up. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Disney?
Yeah. Yeah. Disney's not what it
This
used
is
to be.
2 slides over from like Mickey Mouse shorts. What are we doing?
2 little buttons
2
over it.
clicks
2
over.
clicks over. Yeah. So yeah, I checked that out. I checked out, and I told you about this movie, Ninja 3, the Canon Films classic Ninja 3.
You did tell me about this, and I did not watch it.
I was Tubi surfing. I played Tubi roulette. I'm like, let's see what Tubi recommends. Ninja 3. And I'm like, I've heard about this. I'm going to check this out. And I sent it to you. I said, you got to see this movie. What I said to you? I said,
Well, I think my reply was, this sounds terrible. And you said, terribly awesome.
Right.
And then you wrote back, Canon Films. And I said, oh, it's so bad it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you sent me over an AI snippet of why the film is so popular. And it said something along the lines of, the reason this film has a cult following is because it doesn't try to be a movie. It tries to be all of the movies.
All the movies, right. Yeah, and it's totally true. You're watching this thing, and it changes tone like 4 or 5 times through the movie. And it's every great 80s movie that we've ever seen crammed into Ninja 3.
Ninja 3. Was there a Ninja 1 and 2?
Yeah.
There was?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably completely different than what Ninja 3 was, though.
I think so, because I haven't seen Ninja 1 and 2. I may have seen them when I was a kid. But yeah, no, this is a perfect 80s movie.
So it's like a buddy cop movie at one point, and then it's like a kung fu movie, and then it's like a Western, and then it's like all the above?
And then it's like Nightmare on Elm Street.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Nightmare on Elm Street when like they get the superpowers. It's crazy.
Oh, so Nightmare on Elm Street, like 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to give anything away there.
The Dream Master.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't but it's the effects that you gotta love watching this movie, because it's like the cheap effects that you saw in every 80s movie crammed into this.
Oh, I love it. Oh, we'll have to check it out then.
The Exorcist is in there. I mean, it's a mix of everything.
Poltergeist.
Yeah. So, yeah, check that out. I'm going to go down a Canon Films rabbit hole, I think.
That's like right up your alley.
Yeah, I've never really done that. I want to watch some of the Chuck Norris movies we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Delta Force.
Lone Wolf McQuade and all of those.
Lone Wolf McQuade, yeah.
So, highly recommended. I sent it to Brother Steve. I said, you got to watch this. He goes, I'm on it. He was watching it that night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, I got to get his feedback, too.
Oh, man.
I've been watching the roast of Kevin Hart.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
I didn't watch it, but I watched a lot of excerpts from it.
Yeah? What do you think of what you saw?
Yeah, I mean, they want to make a big deal out of Cat Williams. I don't care about Cat Williams and their beef and all that, but they squashed the beef there. Man, Jeffrey Ross is still maybe one of the best roasters ever.
Yeah, he's good. I met him once, and I think I stuck out my hand to shake his hand, and he gave me like one of them like cold fish hand. Like he's like, I don't have time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did get to meet him one time.
Damn.
But he's hilarious.
I mean, everything I saw was funny.
Tom Brady was on it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He was weird.
He's always weird.
He's an awkward guy. He's cursing and trying to be dirty and be mean, and it's just like, damn, you've been playing football for 20 years. I've never heard you really talk. And now I hear you talk all the time when you're announcing for these games.
I wish you'd shut up.
And now I wish, that's exactly what I was going to say. And now I could use less of you talking.
Yeah, no kidding.
So he was on there. The Rock made an appearance.
I saw him come out.
That was an awkward appearance.
Yeah.
And Shane Gillis hosted the whole thing.
It was fantastic.
And Chelsea Handler was on there. And I'm trying to remember who the others were. Tony, I always say Heathcliff, but it's not Heathcliff. The guy from Kill Tony.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know him that well. Here's my problem with that show, and maybe it's my problem with all these roasts. They're so mean, and that's what they're supposed to be.
Sure.
Like, they dig deep, and they get really, like, they talked about him at Diddy parties and,
his dad walking out on him.
His dad walking out on him, all this stuff, and they dig real deep to be mean, but it's not always funny.
No, I know. It's just mean sometimes.
It's mean. Yeah, be funny. Be funny first. Write funny jokes. But no, it's like they were just trying to be fucking vicious.
Yeah, because even Jeffrey Ross's joke about, your dad walked out on you, it wasn't even like, that wasn't the joke. He said, then I went to go see Get Hard, and then I walked out on you, because he was just making fun of how shitty his movie was.
Yeah.
He's like, you're always at the gym. He's like, it's always leg day or arm day. He's like, when's it script day?
Yeah.
You ever read these pieces of shit?
There's a lot of jokes like that. A lot of jokes about him being little.
Little, yeah short.
The Rock sat down. The Rock sat down next to Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart standing. They're about the same
height.
And I think The Rock was a little drunk. He was acting a little weird.
Looked that way.
He's like, sit on my knee. Come here, sit on my lap, sit on my knee. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's chaotic. It's long. It's like 3 hours long.
Yeah. But it was live on Netflix.
Yeah.
That was one of Netflix's we're going to host live events type things.
Speaking of live events, I think it's this weekend is that Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey fight.
Ronda Rousey, yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think it's this Saturday.
I saw a weigh-in, so it's definitely coming up this weekend.
Okay. I'm going to watch that.
I don't care.
I like that kind of thing.
Now, you like UFC. I never cared for it.
Yeah. I'm not a diehard fan. I can't tell you who's in the UFC now, but I'll sometimes cruise around on YouTube and look at old clips and things like that.
You're still rooting for Kimbo Slice?
Yeah. I'm a Hoist Gracie fan. I'm still rooting for Hoist Gracie.
There you go.
It's been out of it for about 15 years. Maybe 20, maybe 30. And then the last thing I've been watching, did you know Pop Culture Jeopardy is on Netflix?
With Colin Jost.
Yeah. I like that. I checked that out. And I'm terrible at it. I hate it. I'm so bad at it.
You're not good at Jeopardy questions or any trivia questions.
I'm just not. I want to be great at pop culture trivia.
You're not good at trivia in general. Now I have to answer in the form of a question?
Yeah.
You don't want to do that.
No, but we watched 3 episodes so far, and I'm like, man, I want to be good at this. I want to be great at this. This is my genre.
Is this where this game's coming from this afternoon?
We have a Pop Culture Jeopardy game to play today, Scott.
Oh, man. You're just always trying to stump me, Bill.
Well, this one, I intentionally, NAI made this, okay, of course, just like last week. I wanted to make it harder. I did want to stump you. So some of these I think are going to be much harder. And we'll see how you do. Do you want to play this game?
Great. Now you got AI here to Help push my shit in. Yeah, okay.
Do what? I said all your answers back into AI. I said, here's what he knows. Here's what he doesn't know. Give me all questions that he doesn't know.
Pop Culture Jeopardy. Yeah, let's knock this out quick. How many questions?
All right, there's 23.
Okay.
I don't know that I'll do all 23.
Okay.
All right, you know how Jeopardy works. You have to answer everything.
In the form of a question.
In the form of a question.
Yes.
All right. All right, this Japanese egg-shaped toy from 1996 would straight up die if you forgot about it during a math test, training a generation of future neglectful parents.
What is Tamagotchi?
Tamagotchi, you got it. Number 2, this bright green high-C juice box rode the coattails of a 1989 ghost fighting movie and came back from the dead in 2016.
What is Ecto Cooler?
All right, we're starting easy. Some of these are a little easy.
Okay.
Number 3, this monster-themed General Mills cereal mascot is a baby blue ghost who has been third fiddle to a vampire and a Frankenstein since 1973.
Who is Boo Berry?
All right, okay. You're going to do okay.
Followed by Count Chocula and Frankenberry.
Frankenberry.
And there's also a werewolf one out there now, too.
What's the werewolf flavor?
I can't remember what the name is, but there is a werewolf.
All right, Matt Tracker is the primary hero and leader of this 80s animated team.
What is Mask?
Holy shit. See, now we're getting a little harder. I didn't think you'd get that one. Before becoming internationally famous as a silent, rubber-faced buffoon, this British comedian played a bumbling British envoy named Nigel Small Fawcett in 1983's Never Say Never Again.
Who is Mr. Bean?
I need his full real name.
Who is Rowan Atkinson?
Wow. This Talking Heads frontman wore an absurdly oversized suit in the 1984 concert film Stop Making Sense, reportedly inspired by Japanese No theater. No? N-O-H.
I can see him. Who the hell's the lead singer of Talking Heads?
David Byrne.
David Byrne.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's when you hear it, you're like, I knew that.
Yeah, I did know that. All right.
In 2001's Hannibal, this actor's character has portions of his own brain sauteed and fed to him while he's still alive at the dinner table. Possibly the most skipped scene in DVD history.
Do you want the name of the actor or the name of the character?
The actor. All right, it's Ray Liotta.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even remember being in that movie.
I don't either.
That's another one I got to go back and watch.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. This 1968 horror film about a young woman impregnated by Satan was directed by a man who, 9 years later, would become a fugitive from American justice.
Well, the director is Roman Polanski?
What's the name of the movie?
The Omen. No. Rosemary's Baby.
You got it.
Okay.
Nice.
What is Rosemary's Baby?
I mean, you got it wrong. You said The Omen, so I don't know if we count that one.
That's okay.
I don't know if Alex Trebek would let you slide on that.
Yeah,
but,
he's dead too.
But I will. I will.
Thank you.
This 1974 Western features Black Bart as a frontier sheriff, a campfire bean scene the studio begged to cut, and an uncredited screenplay assist from Richard Pryor.
What is Blazing Saddles?
Yeah, I knew you'd get that one. All right, number 10. Before she was Carrie Bradshaw, this actress played one of 3 resurrected 17th century witches in 1993 in a 1993 Disney Halloween film that flopped in theaters and only became a cult classic on cable.
The film is Hocus Pocus, and the actress is Sarah Jessica Parker.
Unbelievable. Wow. I didn't think you'd get that.
Yeah.
How do you know that? Hocus Pocus?
Dude, we went to Salem and saw all the fucking filming locations. You thought I didn't know Hocus Pocus?
No, I didn't know you went to Salem and looked at all the filming
watch
locations.
It every year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen it. I saw that and went, nope,
Do you
not
have
my
her
cup of
character's
tea.
name from the movie?
No.
It was Sarah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I like when they do that. Makes it easy to remember your character's name.
Right.
This 1985 Terry Gilliam film imagined a dystopian future of pneumatic tubes and bureaucracy. Universal hated it so much, Gilliam took out a full-page Variety ad publicly shaming the studio into releasing it.
Pneumatic tubes. And what was the year?
1985. I've never seen this, but I remember it.
I'm going to say something stupid like Johnny Mnemonic.
No, it's What is Brazil?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of Brazil?
No.
No, I remember it being a box at the video store more than I remember it actually being a movie that played in theaters.
I have no recollection of it at all.
This 1979 Pink Floyd double album was the band's response to their own rising fame, partially inspired by Roger Waters spitting on a fan during a stadium show.
What is The Wall?
You got it. The spitting thing. I don't know what that's all about.
I don't know what that's about either.
All right, number 13. At age 10, this actress became the youngest competitive Oscar winner ever for her role opposite her real-life father in Paper Moon, 1973. She's never been topped.
Oh, I can see her. Was she also in the movie Roar?
No.
This is not Melanie Griffith.
No.
Who is Jodie Foster?
No. Who is Tatum O'Neal?
Tatum O'Neal. Okay. We have a final Jeopardy. We have to write an answer down?
No, it's nothing like
okay.
that. It's just a bunch of questions. Number 14. I got 2 Sid and Marty Krofft questions for you. Sid and Marty Krofft's 1969 series follows young Jimmy and his magical golden flute Freddie, who are stranded on Living Island and relentlessly pursued by Witchy Poo.
I have no... What was the question?
What is the name of the show?
I have no idea.
They're stranded on some place called Living Island.
Living Island.
And pursued by Witchy Poo.
Like, Witchy Poo sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
What is HR Puffin Stuff?
HR Puffin. It sounds like RU Puffin Stuff.
They were puffing stuff when they made these
A.
shows, for sure. All right, Sid and Marty Krofft's 1974 Saturday morning series featured the Marshall family trapped in a prehistoric pocket dimension, terrorized by these tall, green, hissing reptilian humanoids.
Are you asking me what the humanoids are, or are you asking me what is Land of the Lost?
What the humanoids are.
The humanoids. Oh. I don't know. I'm going to kick myself when you say it.
What are the Slee Stacks?
Slee Stacks. I did know that. I thought Slee Stack was like the monkey-looking girl.
No.
That wasn't Slee Stack.
They were the lizard creatures.
Fuck. Okay, I did know Slee Stacks.
They were creepy.
Yeah.
I love them Slee Stacks. All right, number 16. This 1981 animated anthology film featured a glowing orb of pure evil called the Lockdar, a soundtrack with Black Sabbath and Devo, and animation that scarred an entire generation of teenage boys.
Is this heavy metal?
You got it, man.
What is heavy metal?
What is heavy metal? Great movie. John Candy does a voice in it.
He does.
It's a great movie. This 1986 ABC parody starred David Raish as a trigger-happy SFPD detective who slept with his .44 Magnum and frequently asked the gun for romantic advice.
I have no idea.
No? This is a show called Sledgehammer. What is Sledgehammer?
I heard of Sledgehammer.
Oh, I used to watch Sledgehammer.
I never watched it, though.
Yeah.
The only thing I know of Sledgehammer is Peter Gabriel.
No, different Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
All right, number 18. This Plasmatics frontwoman. You ever heard of the band Plasmatics?
Heard of them.
This Plasmatics frontwoman regularly took a chainsaw to her guitar on stage, blew up Cadillacs, and was once arrested in Milwaukee for simulating an unprintable act with a sledgehammer.
I don't know, man. When I was a kid, like 86? Or you give a year?
No, they didn't give a year. I'm trying to think when.
I'm thinking like, who is Lita Ford?
No, you're close. There weren't too many female rockers
That's what I'm
in the
thinking.
era.
Lita Ford was the one that came to mind.
This is Wendy O. Williams.
Yeah, I didn't know her. I mean, I know her now, but I didn't know her back then.
She was a punk rocker.
I didn't know about all that stuff.
Yeah. She was in some movies, too. She was in Reform School Girls.
Yeah, I think that's where I saw her.
Yeah. All right, Stephen Bochco. What's this guy's name? Stephen Bochco. Bochco. Yeah, I'm saying it right. Stephen Bochco.
No idea.
He made a whole bunch of things in the 80s. Like, I think he made NYPD Blue. I think he made shows like that.
Okay.
All right. Stephen Bochco's 1990 ABC police drama is widely considered one of the worst TV ideas ever greenlit. Officers spontaneously broke into Broadway-style musical numbers mid-investigation.
Oh, shit. It's not Police Squad. I know that.
No, he had all these hits, and then all of a sudden he put out this turkey.
Give it to me.
It's What is Cop Rock?
Cop Rock, of course. I know it mostly because The Simpsons made fun of it one time.
Yeah, I think I remember that episode. All right, number 20. NBC bet the network on this 1979 series about a luxury nuclear-powered locomotive with a swimming pool, disco, and shopping mall. It is still cited as one of the most expensive flops in TV history.
Something train.
Yeah.
What is Night Train?
What is Super Train?
Super Train. Okay.
Maybe I made these a little too hard.
This is way before my time, Bill.
All right, number 21. Simon McCordendale starred as a professor who could transform into a hawk, a panther, and occasionally a snake to fight crime in his 1983 NBC series.
What is Manimal?
Yeah, you got it. It lasted exactly 8 episodes.
That's it.
2 more. All right. Number 22. This 1984 cult film's hero is a half Japanese rock star, neurosurgeon, particle physicist, and race car driver who battles interdimensional aliens alongside his band, the Hong Kong Cavaliers. It's a movie.
I've never heard of this.
It's a movie with Peter Weller.
Nope.
It's called What is the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension?
Yeah, okay.
I remember. That came out, I think, around the same time as...
I remember the name more than the plot.
I remember seeing it on a movie marquee. I was like, am I going to go see this or Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
What'd you go with, Bill?
Obviously, I went with Indiana Jones, but I was always curious about Buckaroo Banzai. I don't think I've ever seen it.
I never have. I just know the name.
All right, here's our last question, number 23. This 1992 live-action animated noir cast Brad Pitt as a 1940s detective trapped in cartoon Las Vegas and Kim Basinger as a hand-drawn femme fatale. Director Ralph Bakshi has publicly disowned the final cut.
Did I guess the name of this earlier? No.
No.
I have no idea.
What is Cool World?
Cool World. Cruel World or Cool World?
Cool, C-O-O-L.
Yeah, I remember seeing this advertised. I never watched it, though.
I think it was like a Roger Rabbit did so well. Let's try to do an R-rated Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, I feel like I saw it advertised on MTV.
Yeah, that's probably where it would be advertised.
That's the only time I ever saw it.
All right, you did okay.
Not as good as last week.
Well, I fed the AI the things you know and what you don't know.
Well, shit.
I like doing trivia on this show.
All right, I have to come up with one for you next week.
Oh, I'm going to be horrible. As we said, I'm terrible at it. My brain just takes too damn long to fire.
It says we have to try hard.
Make it an easy one.
Well, I learned something from last week's trivia episode.
Oh, yeah? What?
Yeah, well, how did it work? I think I actually had it right. But there's a little bit of a fuck-uppery in this story. So you had given me a clue saying that this was bodacious or bogus. That was the game, right? And it was the Slinky was invented when a Navy engineer was trying to develop balancing springs or something, and it knocked off his bookshelf and walked down, and his wife named it the Slinky.
Right.
Yeah. And, well, you said, imagine how much money they made. And I said, probably nothing, because their idea was probably stolen by somebody else.
Right.
They didn't make a nickel. Well, I was wrong with that. So there is a fuck-uppery. The inventor of the Slinky, not only did he make a lot of money off of it, but there's actually ties to our own home state of Pennsylvania.
No shit.
Yeah, so I did a little bit of research here. The gentleman's name was Richard James. And I hope to God his friends call him Rick James.
Rick James, bitch.
Oh, it would have to happen.
I would call him Rick James.
Of course. Wait, what year is this? Would he even know?
It was 80 years ago, man. He developed it back in 1945.
So he'd be the first Rick James.
He'd be the first Rick James. That's right. That's right. So Hollidaysburg, PA is out in the western half of the state here. And they are still actually making Slinkies on the original 11 machines that Mr. James made back in 1945.
Damn.
This was this guy's whole life. The toy was not an immediate success. That changed in 1945 when Gimbel's department store allowed them to demonstrate it on the sales floor, drawing in crowds of children. It took off and made millions. Today, nearly 36 Pennsylvanians keep the original production line running. So 36 people are cranking out every single Slinky you see. The toy's simplicity remains part of its appeal. You don't need Wi-Fi connection. You can play with it anywhere you want.
Well, you got to have stairs that are perfectly.
Nah, you can put it in your hands and just kind of do the old back and forth from the hands.
Do the
thing.
6-7.
The 6-7. That's right.
6-7.
I remember they put out a plastic slinky.
Yeah, I have a couple at my house.
Yeah.
They always get bound up.
Bound up.
Well,
so did the metal ones.
Kinked up?
Yeah.
Ooh, kinky.
The metal ones did too, I think.
They did.
Oh, they were a pain. Now that you say that, they were a pain in the ass to untangle.
Yeah, I think the plastic ones are worse because there's no coming back from the plastic ones getting tangled.
Yeah. What's a slinky cost?
I think you'd probably pick up a slinky for under $8, I bet you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The plastic ones you could probably get at the dollar store.
Yeah, there's something fascinating about a slinky.
Yeah.
I loved them.
And you figure they were originally being used to help support things on a desk on a moving ship while it was at sea.
Is that what it was
That
made
was
for?
what he was, yeah, like the ladening springs, I think they call them. I don't know. But
All
yeah,
right.
that's how they figured it out.
That wasn't too bad of a fuck-uppery.
No, I just figured that somebody dicked this poor guy over and stole his idea and his money.
Like everybody else.
Like
it
everybody
happens
else.
all the time.
Yeah, it was just me being cynical, but I was wrong, so I'll own it.
Yeah. All right. Own that one.
Yeah.
And we'll move into the news. All right. Well, I don't have much in the way of news. Again, I don't know where the news has been lately. It's just not been showing up in my news feed.
I don't know.
Nothing
Same here.
interesting. It's been kind of boring.
Well, if it ain't in your news feed, it's sure as hell not in mine, Bill.
All right, here's one from Variety. Mark Ruffalo says Hollywood stars declined to sign open letter against Paramount WB merger, quote, because they're afraid the studio will blacklist them.
And it's so big that would be just a blacklist you couldn't get off of. You just won't work anymore.
I think that's what he's saying, yeah. But I'm like, of course they're afraid. They want to be working. They don't want to have one major media studio out there not hiring you.
So is he saying that you're just going to get blacklisted from them, or now you're just viewed as a pain in the ass and now nobody's going to hire you?
I think the former.
The former,
Yeah.
just them. Okay.
So here's a quote from the Hulk here. The most revealing thing...
What you gonna do, brother?
Different Hulk.
Oh, different Hulk, okay.
The most revealing thing about that letter wasn't the people who signed it. It was the people who didn't. Not because they disagreed, because they were afraid, Ruffalo and Stoller, some other guy, said. There are many reasons to block this deal, but we now believe the most fundamental one is what we encountered when asking artists to use their voices. Fear. A deep, ugly, and pervasive fear of speaking out. Well, yeah, they want to work.
I don't think that's anything new.
Yeah, if I were an actor out in Hollywood and this big company who has the potential to hire me, I now write a letter and say, stop this merger. I would expect that they're not going to hire me.
There used to be government oversight where they would stop things like this from happening for the greater good of the industry, the greater good of the people, not for the benefit of shareholders and venture capitalist pocketbooks.
The open letter started circulating in April and has since amassed more than 4,000 signatures from Hollywood talent, including high-profile actors such as Florence Pugh, Pedro Pascal, and Edward Norton.
Well, here's an idea. How about you just don't work for them? And then what the fuck are they going to do?
Huh?
Well, just don't go out for their roles. Don't accept their roles when they write scripts.
Right.
That's how, sign your name, sure. But it's going to go through anyway. And when it does, then what are you going to do? Are you going to fucking bend the knee?
Yeah. Right.
I know who wouldn't. Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle.
He'll stand firm.
He'll stand firm. Him and ABBA. They're not going to bend the knee.
Nice callback.
They can't be bought.
That's about the gist of it here. I don't know. I read that and I was like, they're afraid, he says. People are afraid. No shit, they're afraid.
I was just going to say, is this like some kind of revelation? I feel like no shit, Sherlock.
What else is in the news? This is exciting. Popeye the Slayer Man 2.
This did come across my feed. Yes.
We talked about that before.
Did we ever talk about the success of the first one?
I don't even know that there was success.
I don't think there was.
We talked about things coming out in the Pooniverse, remember?
That's a whole different thing.
I
thought that was something else.
And Popeye the Slayer Man was part of the Pooniverse, the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey-averse.
Yeah, this was just all public domain shit.
Yeah. Pretty
Turned
much.
into horror movies.
Yeah, I've never watched a single one of them. I think I want to.
I haven't either, man.
I should look one up. Maybe I'll look up Popeye. So yeah, Daniel Baldwin is in this new Popeye movie.
Is he one of the Baldwin
He's
brothers?
one of the Baldwin brothers.
Oh.
Like, look how far they've fallen.
Good Lord. And now they're coming out with part 2. Is there a tagline for a title?
No, I don't see that. But the movie is, quote, bigger and bloodier than the first, more kills and gore, and more Popeye backstory, says producer Jeff Miller. Fans of the original won't be disappointed, and we believe we'll get new fans with this one. Okay. Good luck. Good luck.
Jeez.
Popeye
Slayer, backstory.
man.
Well, if there's no Alice the Goon, I don't care.
Maybe they put Alice the Goon in part 2.
That'd be fantastic.
That'd be great.
I mean, honestly, she could have been in part 1. I have no idea.
It'll win me as a fan.
Sea Hag.
Sea Hag, yeah. Get them all in there. Jeep. What was that one called? The Jeep?
The Jeep.
Wimpy.
Wimpy.
Bluto or Brutus?
Brutus, depending upon the timeline.
Yeah.
Sweepy.
And then Olive Oil. I think we've named them all.
That's all I can think. No, Popeye.
Oh, good grab. Yeah. Forgot about him. Wait, was he just in the movie? Was he in the cartoon? I don't remember.
He was the cartoon.
Okay. Popeye.
Yep.
Was his name Popeye?
I think it was.
It's a good name. I like it.
If it wasn't, it should have been. I think it was, though.
That might be our fuck-uppery of the week. What else is in the news? Vision Quest. We talked about Vision Quest. Gets a fall release date on Disney+. And that's not too far away. So if they're filming this thing, they're doing it right now to be able to release this in the fall.
Well, hopefully it does something for Marvel, because Disney's going to need a windfall. Because right now, based on ticket pre-sales, Mandalorian and Grogu is set to be the worst Star Wars movie ever released.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I think I saw projections for like 65 to 80 million. And that's like Solo territory.
But they're really not promoting it too much. But like I said, they're not building up any false expectations either. So maybe this is great. Maybe this is going to come out and maybe do great, and word of mouth is going to get people out, just like it did back in 1977.
Well, I don't know what else to say about this. I wonder, now that they put out all this stuff, or whatever they're putting out before Doomsday, how it's all going to play into Doomsday. Like, how does this, everything in Daredevil and Punisher, how does that play into Doomsday? It probably doesn't.
I don't think it does.
Yeah, so something like this Vision Quest feels like it might. Feels like it could be a big enough story that it could.
I mean, at least it's characters that have been in the other.
Right. Yeah, so probably not. It's probably not having anything to do with Doomsday in reality.
I don't know. They get in their own way so often, you know?
I would have cared about this more a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I saw it's come out in the fall, and I didn't get excited. I went, okay, we talked about it, so I'll bring it up as a news story.
How much time gap has there been in between this one and the first one?
Feels like 25 years.
It feels like it, but it hasn't. It's probably 8.
Yeah, could be.
Damn.
Yeah, you know what? It was when pandemic was happening that they put out the first WandaVision.
So it'll be like 7 years.
Yeah. That's a long time for people to still care.
Jeez. Man, Kevin Feige used to be able to shit gold. Now you don't have the Midas touch anymore, my man.
The series is being touted by Disney as the final installment in the trilogy that began with WandaVision and continued with 2024's Agatha All Along, a spinoff that saw Kathryn Hahn reprise the role as the witch Agatha Harkness. All right, there you go.
Kathryn Hahn's funny. That was about the only saving grace with that show.
All right, and then the last story I got here is from Fortune, Fortune.com. Blue Dot Fever plagues musicians like Post Malone, Meghan Trainor, and Zayn, and Pussycat Dolls.
This is
as a growing
they're canceling concerts because of too many empty seats at their concerts.
Lagging ticket sales. Yeah, they're calling that the Blue Dot Fever.
And Blue Dot because like StubHub and seat places have blue dots where the empty seats are?
Well, I think maybe it's where the empty seats are. Yeah, it's the map of the stadium.
Yeah.
And then you go in and try to, take the seat that you want. But when you look at these, it's got to be the empty seats then. Because when you look at these maps now, all you see is a sea of blue dots.
So Blue Dot.
So they're calling it the Blue Dot Plague.
Yeah, I mean, we looked to go to see Weird Al. And like a semi-decent ticket for a Weird Al concert was $380 a piece?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's got to be what's causing the blue dot
and
plague.
Most of that fucking money, who did this? Ticketmaster, Live Nation, whatever you want to fucking call them. The ticket prices are outlandish. Because paying that money, that money's going as service fees and shit to not the venue, not the artist, to fucking the ticketing agency.
Not everybody can be a Taylor Swift and get $300 a ticket,
right,
or more.
Like, dude, you're Weird Al, not fucking Paul McCartney.
But I think too, it's these artists. You got to pay the Ticketmaster fees and all that.
Yeah.
But you're not making money off your records anymore.
No.
So you got to make your money off touring.
I guess.
So they probably jack up the prices even more so that the artist can come out and still stay, rich and famous.
So you're telling me this is all because of not just Live Nation and Ticketmaster, but also because of iTunes and Apple Music?
Maybe. And I think people's attention is all over the place. It's like, oh, yeah, Pussycat Dolls. Sure, they're fun. But so are these other trillion things that I'm paying attention to right now off the internet. So that's a little bit of a steep ticket price. I don't need to see them.
No.
I got other things that fight for my attention.
Yeah. That's a big ask, man.
That's crazy. And just comparing that to the days where we were just crazy to go see concerts. We loved going to see live concerts. But
Dude,
it's
one day, the day of, I paid $8 to go see Yes open up for Kansas at the Tweeter Center.
Yeah, I remember paying $25 or $30 to see Motley Crue in 1992 or something like that.
Great. I used to like waking up and having to go and stand outside of Boscov's around here because that's where the Ticketmaster office was on Saturday morning to get the release date.
Yeah.
Like, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was like a community of people.
Yeah.
Now scalpers buy them all and fucking sell them online for secondhand market.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not fun to go to see shows anymore.
Back in my day.
I know. I feel like we are talking that way.
I don't care. It was better.
It was better. People would go to see more bands. There were more people. There weren't no blue fucking dot plagues.
Yeah, because the funny thing is these concerts aren't even happening. So these venues are getting boned. Because Post Malone, Pussycat Dolls, you're canceling your shows. So the venue's not getting any money. Ticketmaster's not getting any money. So who's winning that?
Right. Right.
Not the fans, not anybody. Is this the reset the market needs?
Yeah, we're not winning any of this.
No. Greed ruins it for everybody, man.
Greed is good.
No. This is not Wall Street.
That's what I learned as a kid growing up in the 80s.
Yeah, that's because these companies were running the show.
Well, that's all I got.
Well then, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Everybody, thanks for listening. Hopefully you can go see the concert you want to see without breaking the bank. If so, write in, tell us about it. See you next week. Bye.